Hello to our viewers. My name is Chomba from Atlanta Property Developer Limited. We are on site today at Kiambu County, place called Juja. It's not far away from Juja Farm. I think it's about 9 to 10 kilometers from Juja town. And we are on day one of our excavation. We are doing a 4-bedroom maisonette here at Juja. And our first day today, we did the profile of the land so that now you can be able to know the demarcation, because we want to start with the perimeter wall. And for us to do the perimeter, we have to ensure, or rather you have to ensure that you get the correct measurement according to the mutation of the land, so that now you can be able to build from beacon to beacon, because at times you can miss and then you build on someone else's land and it becomes a tussle and bustle, when you're trying to to negotiate. So we had gotten right our beacons. They're right on measurements according to the mutation that is approved by the surveyors. We did our pit test and we saw that the maram is not far. Unlike the other video that we did on the suspended slab. So the best we could do is to just build the foundation on a normal, the conventional way, which is now excavating, building the foundation walls, backfilling, and now casting. So that's what we are doing today. So we are doing the whole excavation plus the perimeter wall, plus the place where now we are going to do the perimeter wall. So we are doing the whole excavation because that is the mandate. Every time you want to start a project, there are some few things that you need to have in hand. Otherwise, the county officer will be in hand with you. So one, you need to have all the approvals. That is the architectural drawing, structural drawing. They must be duly approved with the reference number, and you must have a construction permit. A construction permit is a document that you are given when the approvals are successful, because at times you can send the approvals and you get some comments, so now the architect or maybe the structural engineer can do some changes here and there according to the design. But now once you have the construction permit, then you are good to go. Those are the things that they need. Secondly, they need you to have encroachment on that area. So you can decide to do the mabati, the mabati walls, because you are constructing, or rather you can decide to do a complete wall because you are constructing. And in this case, if you can be able to to compare between doing the mabati wall and the panels, the difference is not much. Actually, it is not much, because the perimeter wall for this piece of land, which is slightly above 40 by 80, it came to about 710. That is inclusive of some few finishings and also the gate. So if we were to do the mabati, it could have costed us maybe like 500. But you see now, mabati is a temporary fence, which later on you'll come to remove it, and then now you do a permanent wall. So it is also very advisable to compare and see the costs at the moment and the longevity of the perimeter wall. So that's what we are doing. This is day one. We have completed the excavation. Now we want to do the setting out. Setting out now is profiling and seeing how the walls are going to be, and also doing the column bases. We are going to do the trenches for the column bases. That is the next phase that we are going to do now. We shall just mark, and then now the guys will be there now to do the excavating now for the columns and also for the trenches. But for the trenches, because we are on a hard rock, this is a hard rock that we've gotten from our almost 1 meter excavation. So we are sure that we are on a very, very stable ground. So it is very, very important to ensure that all the parameters and all the specifications of the foundation are adhered to. Very, very important. I always say that you can change anything when you're doing the superstructure, roofing. You can amend, you can orient, you can change, but you cannot change a substructure, which is foundation. So it is very, very important to ensure that you get it very right from the foundation level. On the structural drawing, it is normally written DOS. DOS means to be determined on site. So at times, a structural drawing can show that you are excavating about 1.5 meter, but now when you come to the ground, it exceeds the 1.5 meter, or rather it goes now maybe lower than 1.5 meter. So it is very, very important. We don't just follow the structural drawing in terms of the depth of the marram when you are excavating, because it is very important to ensure that personally and physically you get into a stable ground, or rather stable strata, when now you are supposed now to lay your bases and the columns. So that's what we have done. We have ensured that we got it right up to the stable strata, which is rock. So we are good to go. Now tomorrow we shall now continue doing the perimeter wall. We anticipate to finish the perimeter wall by Sunday. That's about 3 days, which is actually normal. Maybe 3 to 4 days, depending on the weather and also the work schedule. But that's what we are doing. So all is good, and we thank you for those who are subscribing, those who are commenting, liking, and also sharing. Thank you, and see you on your next project. Well, hello there, our people. We are at Juja. After the excavation, we did an excavation because the cotton soil was not too deep. It was about maybe 600 mm. That's about 2 feet. So after excavating, we got to a hard strata, as you have seen on the previous on the video. Now from there, we could not dig the trenches as we normally do when the maram is not, there are different type of maram. So this was a hard strata whereby we could not even do the trenches. So what we did the box fitting of the footing. Now, before you lay the foundation walls, you normally do the footing. So what is footing? Footing is a stability that you create, a concrete stability that you create, so that now the foundation wall can lay on it, so that now you can be able also to get the level of the walls, because at times you get a very awkward level of the wall that also makes the house not to be that stable. So that is the main purpose of a footing, to ensure that you create your own levels, so that now when you're working on the foundation walls, if you're working on the first course, so it goes seamless as a foundation, as one course, rather than having one course on this side, and then when you get to the center, it has increased to maybe 2 course. When you go to that corner, it has now decreased to maybe like a half course. Now it doesn't give the stability of the house. Remember, construction is all about stability and levels. When you have the same level, it means that the distribution of weight from the top, it will be well taken. It will be well drained to all the foundation, because it is level. When you have an unstable foundation, it means that the moment, and when I talk about the moment, I'm talking about the moment of the load. When it gets drained down, it will easily go to a place where it is there is no stability of the walls. I think that's something that we should also discuss more, even with the other engineers, so that now we can be able to explain how the moment, and especially knowing how or what causes the house to crumble, or rather to fall. So those are the things that we are working on, and we are going to give a full documentary, so that also you can be able to know even when you are preparing to do your own construction. So that's what we did. After doing the footing, now we did the walling. So we ensured that we have done the walling to a high level to avoid the storm water, because when you are doing the foundation walls, you got to ensure that you do it level above the proposed road, or rather the proposed path of maybe of the or rather the proposed roads. That's what we normally do. So we ensure that we get into a very high level. Even if a neighbor will come and build in future, we shall not be affected. Even if maybe the road will be done up to a certain level, we can also not be affected. So that's what we did. After the foundation walls, there is these columns, as you can see. This one we have bent them because of the movement of this maram. So for these columns, we had to cast them up to that level. They are called T1. That's how, according to the formula, that's how they are called. So we cast them out to that level, so that now we can join now the columns and now the wall, the foundation wall, to be one thing. Now from there, now we are on the phases of backfilling. So we want to backfill the whole of this void with maram. So you ensure that you get the best maram, especially rock, the hardcore rocks. If you can get them, they'll be very, very useful, so that now they can be able to fill all the holes. After there, now we are going to do the compacting, and I'm very sure that we also give the whole documentary of this. So after compacting, now we shall now get to the next step of now casting the slab. But at the moment now, we've got a couple of lorries that have come here, and we expect more to come, maybe between tomorrow and the other day, so that now we can be able to finish up with the backfilling Now we can work on the compacting and now casting of the slab. At the same time, we are also working on the walling. As you can see down, we have already set all the columns, the H-beam columns for the walls. We continue tomorrow so that now we can be able now to fill the whole gaps, and we have our complete perimeter wall, and also in conjunction also with the foundation wall of the house. So this is a good progress. We are still on time according to our work schedule, and just we continue like that, and hopefully that the weather will not even affect us. Thank you very much. Hello to our viewers. We are back again to this project. We started this project some few weeks ago. We did the foundation. It was a normal foundation because of the depth of the maram. It wasn't that deep. So we did excavation, strip footing, laying of the foundation walls, casting of the columns. Those are the T1s. And now we did the backfilling. Today we were doing the casting of the slab. Before we did the casting of the slab, we poured the termite, the anti-termite chemical, so that now we can be able to keep away those rodents and also those chemicals. And we did the damp proof, the DPM, and now the BRC. Those are the requirements that you need so that we can be able to do the casting of the slab. And as our custom, we also did the trenches for the walls. We also explain about that, so that now when we are installing the panels, instead of just putting them just on the slab, right on the slab, we have the trenches, so that now they can fit on those trenches. The reason as to why we do the trenches is to avoid panels from moving. When you're installing, at least they have a grip to hold on to. So that's what we have done. So we did the foundation, installation of the walls and the water tank. That is the scope of work that we have done for those couple of weeks that we've been here. So after the curing of the slab, which will take about 3 or 4 days, we shall come back, so that now we can be able to start installing the panels. So these are 4-bedroom house. We have 3 bedrooms on the ground floor, sunken lounge, dining area, stairwell, of course a kitchen, an open kitchen, laundry, and a pantry. So those are the units on this ground floor. So from there, we are now going to do the installation of the panels, as also we proceed on other scope of work. That is now the finishing of the perimeter wall and the water tank.